Hello everyone and welcome back to Brick Theory, where our wheels are always spinning when talking about LEGO. With so many LEGO themes nowadays having developed characters and complex worlds, it's hard to believe there was a time when LEGO didn't put much thought into telling stories in their themes. Granted, some were told through magazines and even audio tapes in some countries, but there were a few and far between. After the partnership of Star Wars was a success, LEGO decided to make their own story-based theme, and with a new action figure system from Technic Parts. This became known as Slizers, or Throwbots in the West, and received massive appeal for kids. It would have continued longer, but nope, Roboriders was already rolling off the assembly line and to a lackluster response. Roboriders was a Technic sub-theme from 1999 to 2000 before Bionicle launched, but it didn't carry the depth of storytelling and character development that Slizers began and Bionicle later excelled. There were only 11 sets total for the theme, with 4 being promotional types, an online game to help a little with the story, and that's it. Only a short description of each character, environment, and some not even finished. One set that strikes me in particular is set number 8516, The Boss, the largest set and the only one with a contained alternative build. It's very relevant, but no one knows why. Is it good or is it bad? Well, viewers, today I am here to explain why the Boss is in fact the villain of Roboriders. But first, some backstory for what Roboriders already gives us. Inside of cyberspace, a world has 6 elemental parts: dust, ice, lava, stone, city, and swamp, inhabited by highly intelligent creatures. An unknown entity enters into this world and spreads a virus that transforms into rock, ice, and lava monsters, giant cranes, waterborne blobs, and large worms living in sand pits. The creatures developed wheel-shaped armor for each other and vehicles to pilot as they fight back against this evil. And to me, this evil is the Boss. First, let's take a look at the product line. One vehicle exists for each realm, so why is the Boss a 7th vehicle? And more importantly, named the Boss, and not an element. It's also worth noting that all the Roboriders have their names printed on their faceplates except who? The Boss. As if he doesn't want others to know him by that name. Maybe to hide himself from appearing intimidating. But more on that later. Also take note that the faceplate for the Boss looks more alien than the other Roboriders, especially around the eyes. Next, as a toy wave, LEGO normally creates a good side and bad side in set form. The previous Slizers have had a share of each side, but what about Roboriders? Who is identified as the enemy? The box art? How would a kid play with a box as a foe? Poorly, that's how. Also consider the bad guys in LEGO construction themes tend to be bigger than their good counterparts. Isn't that right, the Boss? Other than the production aspects, let's look into the construction itself. The vehicle features wheels that are much larger than any other Roborider set. How foreign. That set's main build also features a detachable jet, which is a rarity for this line, with only one promotional set having anything to do with flying. Other than the aspect that this thing splits into 2 vehicles, of course, even its alternative model, questionable if it's part of the story, provides a 3-bike-in-1 feature. Back at its first build for now, it doesn't seem to even use a disc launching feature like the rest of the Roboriders, but the second vehicle does. It's like it wasn't even developed yet, and maybe acquired later. Both models are very subtle on play features and color scheme, not quite defining what element it represents, if any. But it has been through both the realms of dust and frost, according to the box art. Unlike the rest of the Roboriders boxes, it doesn't seem to show any signs of combating the viruses in each region. Swamp, for example, having katanas cutting vines, Frost having a feature of chopping orange-tipped stalactites and stalagmites. It just rides through as if it's unharmed. So as we can see, the Boss exhibits lots of details unlike our good guy Roboriders. His alternative form makes him seem to blend in by style, but also carry a threatening size. So what qualifies him as the creator of the virus? Well, consider the fact that he changes shape, front and back of the box. While other Roboriders show this in instructions, the Boss puts it out front that he can change shape. In the world of cyberspace, this is actually very practical for a virus to do. A computer virus in real life is able to change shape using polymorphic code to avoid detection by an antivirus software, modifying their encryption modules so that the virus changes each time it affects a new host. This explains why the boss not only has 2 forms on the front of the box, but also the 3-in-1 bike on the back. The latter shows it to appear more of a beefed up Roborider, including the disk launching feature, so that the other Roboriders don't suspect it as a threat. The creatures in the boss's wheels could either be captured or disguised as well, again giving the impression that it's powered the same way Roboriders are. The boss's plan, therefore, is very simple. Spread a computer virus to infect the world of Roboriders, then shapeshift as if it were a rider to draw any attention away from his work, which is why the identity of him seems mysterious. But without the use of elemental powers like Roboriders have, he was defeated by these small intelligent life forms. I wish they were given a name. So for a theme with very little context upon release, we finally answered some lingering questions that only I could care about. But that's all I have for Brick Theory. Thank you all for watching. And now might be a good time to update your antivirus software just in case. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and comment below what you guys think about this theory. If you want to learn more about LEGO and all different kinds of stories, you can follow me through the Brick Theorist on Twitter and Instagram, and also you can subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. We got plenty more coming our way. Would have continued longer, but nope. Roboriders was already rolling off the assembly line and to a lackluster response. Excuse me. If you would like more information about the Brick Theorists, you can check out the top link in the description below. And if you would like to engage in more about the Brick Theorists, you can find me on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.